What the hell is going on here? Well, this is Chica idol culture here in Japan, and it runs deeper than you might think because the loneliness epidemic here in Japan might have just found a unique solution.
私はすごく好きです。
Have you ever had any creepy fan? To help us understand why we're in a basement listening to Japanese girls scream bloody murder is our new friend, Derek. Alright guys, well I'm here with Derek Vasconi here, who is actually an idol manager. Now, I just gotta point out, this all came to be because Derek commented on one of our last videos where I made some surface level comments on idol culture. Seeing this, Derek had to teach me a lesson.
And this is the huge misconception that a lot of like stupid YouTubers, not you, stupid YouTubers that come here and take 3 seconds of a peek at the idol world, they get wrong. They think it's parasocial, which is basically one-sided. It's not. It's symbiotic. The idols get just as much out of it. I wanted to check out the music scene because I'm a musician. My old band, From a Second Story Window, real heavy, crazy, grindcore, metalcore. I just happened to see this on somebody's blog, a YouTube video of like 5 semi-cute girls just going off, going crazy. And the one girl, the leader, had like a baseball bat with barbed wire and she was swinging it at the fans. And I was like, wow, it's like Negan from Walking Dead. I was really intrigued. So I'm like, I want to go to that. So I have a Japanese friend. He was able to find this group and I went there. And of course, being a foreigner, I just go right up to the front. And as soon as the music starts, this is me, bam, pancaked against the wall. The fans just lost their minds, and it was exactly reminiscent of the world I came from so many years ago where shows were like that. It was amazing, and I couldn't believe these 5 girls were commanding all these dudes, young guys that were just going off for this group. And so I was instantly hooked because the music was good too. Surprisingly, it was really heavy. After the show, all the girls lined up in the venue and you could do something called taking a Cheki with them. So what it is, it's like an Instax camera and you can stand there with the girl and you take a picture with her, she signs the picture and you talk to her while she signs it. She gives it to you, you leave. It's just called taking a Cheki or Cheki. So I'm in the line, I go up to take a Cheki with her, being a foreigner and not understanding KY or anything. I just went to give her a big hug and I almost got like gang tackled. They were like, no! Like all these people, fans like, you can't do that. I'm like, why? And they're like, she's an idol. I'm like, what is an idol?
I love you resonating. I'm like about to cry.
はい、アイドルとアイドルプロデューサーをやってます。Yuuzuki Miyo です。
Can you describe the feeling you get when you're on stage here?
何の記憶もないです。覚えてない。そう、普段の生活して自分の感情を出すこと、自分の感情をそのままアウトプットすることがあんまりない。生きてると多分役割の中で生きてることが多いと思う。働いてたらお店屋さんいらっしゃいませとか、でもそれって本当の自分じゃない。歌に乗せて歌詞に乗せてこう自分の感情がだから 100%
Do you think this type of culture breeds lonely or sad people?
思う。まあでも社会が悪いかなと思いますけどね。
Do you think that idol culture can be an outlet for these lonely people?
思います。でも
Idols exist because, like, I feel like they're the modern day therapists for Japanese people. Because if you live here, you also will understand that mental health is absolutely not a priority here. There's very few mental health facilities here. You never hear about anybody going and having therapy, never. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of people end up ending their lives here, because it just bottles up and then it comes out one day. Wow. Where idols is more like turning on the faucet and then, or letting the valve go and letting it out. And that's primarily where I feel they exist. So that symbiotic thing is something I want to really get across, because every YouTube video that does something about idols gets it wrong. Because they all just think it's 100% parasocial. It's not. Not at all. And because only somebody who doesn't work in the business would think that. Idol, like gym shows, like management companies, really creating difficult living and working environments for idols by having them sign like almost slave contracts, which is similar to the K-pop industry, but the K-pop idols are totally different than Japanese idols. But one thing they do share in common, both industries have management companies that can be very less than nice. I'm being nice by saying that. But even under that condition, those conditions, being a staff person and being a person who takes Cheki for idols, I do that a lot. Like I've probably taken over 120,000 Cheki at this point. 99% of the time, the idols, when they're talking to the fans, they talk about the most boring shit. How was your day? Oh, it was good. What'd you do? What'd you eat? Oh, I really like that food. Hey, did you see that movie? It is the most simplistic conversation in the world. The fans are asking the idols the questions, and then the idols are just talking to them, and they're getting out their feelings. And then being not friends with idols per se, but I work with a couple hundred idols at this point. I've worked thousands over the years, but now it's about 100 or so I work with directly. Like, they all tell me, like, we love our fans, but not in a weird way. It's just they get something out of it. Another misconception about the idol culture is that they're all like teenagers, and I've met, like, in the 5 or 6 years I've been doing this, maybe 5 girls that are under 19, age 19. Most are in their mid-20s or late 30s. So, which is again a misconception a lot of people have about idol. It's all these young girls, but all of them, they got real lives, and like this is an outlet for them too.
Does she feel like her fans are helping her too?
実際はある。そうなってるけど、それじゃいけないなと思う。
Do you think it's a bad thing that you have to pretend to always be happy?
まあハッピーだけを言うのがアイドルで、それが正しいと思う。でもやっぱりそれだけじゃ疲れちゃうのは、なんかファンの人も同じかな。人間らしく出しているアイドル、出してて、そういう人もいるんだなっていう存在をアイドルで表現してみようかなと。私もそうだよ、一緒に頑張りたいねっていう気持ちになるかも。
The fan that was here today, does he come to every show? Is he a big fan?
そうですね。割と。
Yes.
So does she remember the fans that come to her shows?
覚えてます。
Have you ever had any creepy fans or ones that made you uncomfortable?
もちろんあります。いっぱい。
How do you deal with it?
自分が一番偉いんだよっていう、この中でみんなが応援してあげてるんじゃなくて、応援してもいいよっていうスタンスを取る。
What would you tell someone who, like on YouTube, who has never experienced idol culture?
いっぱいいるから絶対好きなアイドルに出会えると思います。
Like my one friend said, if you are an idol and you can get 10 fans, congratulations, you succeeded. Communities and not having community, that's probably the biggest issue facing idols today. It's not like pervy fans or evil gym show bosses who are trying to control their lives. Those things do exist, mostly on the major idol level. because those are big companies making idol groups for profit. So their goal and desire isn't necessarily to see the girls live their dreams, it's to get money. That does happen.
Somewhere during Miyo's set at this underground idol show, something clicked, and I think I get it now. Who in this hard-working society wouldn't want to let loose and scream their lungs out after a long, soul-crushing day on the job? These fans get a moment to escape their routine-driven lives and feel like a part of something. At the end of the day, it's not so different from what we do out here in the West. We all find ways to cope, to connect, to feel alive, and this just happens to be theirs. And now next up is a different type of idol, Kasumi.
Kasumi です。普段はバラードを中心に、都内で音楽の活動をしています。はい。たまに踊ったりもするかも。はい。
Can you tell me your favorite part about being an idol?
いや、難しいけど、でも、なんだろう。一番は音楽を通して、その人とのつながりとか、あとは、距離感がすごい近いのが私はすごく好きです。
Can you have Kasumi describe her feeling that she felt when she was on stage singing?
覚えてません。アドレナリンがすごい出るタイプだから気づいたらもう
watched my maid cafe video, the only way I could describe it was I was just like, this is Japanese loneliness. But now I think I understand it a bit better after you explained it, and it does make sense.
Yeah, they could assume a different role.
Yeah.
It's fun to cosplay. It's fun to do imagination things. When we go to the movies, what do? We become part of the, if it's a good movie, you're playing the role, not even so much a spectator. You feel like you're there. I mean, a really good movie. Yeah. So it's the same thing, kind of. Or if you go to a play, or you even go to a live event in America or overseas. Sorry, I'm from America, so that's why I said that. But like, you participate, you'll mosh, you'll dance, you'll crowd. So you want to be part of the collective group. Same idea here, except here it's a little bit more crazier because it's so many ways and so many different things to do. And particularly with Idol, there's just so much, like, when you go to an Idol show and you'll hear, like, the songs, for example, the songs you'll hear the fans will do, it's called mixing. It's like, Tiger, Fire, Cyber, and you'll hear all this chanting. And the songs, the way they're written, allow those parts to exist. And that's very unique to Idol, but it's, again, going back to, like, if you're a sports fan here, if you go to a sports, a baseball game, they do kind of a similar type of chanting. It's the same thinking in Japanese mind, so they applied it to Idol because it's a way for you as a group to support your team, which is the group on stage, or the idol if it's just one girl. And so you do these certain mixes, and again, to the outsider, people are like, hey, what is that? But it's all very organized. It's following a script. For example, there's parts in almost every Idol song called Kecha, which is the vocal solo, where all the music stops. It's just like one of the girls in the group will come to the front of the stage and you'll see all the fans do this. They'll do this, and it's like you're giving your love and your energy to the girl. It's symbolic. And it's such a beautiful moment because it's like this girl she really looks like a goddess up there, and the fans will even get down on the floor and they'll do it. Like, some will stand, but most get down on their knees and do it. It's just this like really beautiful way of like elevating this girl in this moment and making her a true idol. And this is a controversial concept. Some people disagree with me on this, but I think I'm right on this. Is the girls are basically goddesses and we're just peons, humans, and so they're up here and we're down here, and never shall the two meet except in a Cheki moment or when you're paying money. So it's like if you go to a shrine here and you pay and then you pray, you know, you're basically paying to talk. But the girls in that moment when the fans are doing Kecha and stuff, it's all regimented, it's all organized, it's all script. And the Idol fans that really love that script really love it because it's a release. It's a like an organized form of escapism and release that everybody knows.
What's the hardest part about being an idol?
いろいろありますけど、一番は健康面が一番難しいかもしれない。自分で気をつけててもどうしても体調を悪くしちゃって喉を痛めちゃったりする時もあるから、そこをいかにこうライブと被らないように喉のコンディションを整えるかはちょっと気をつけてはいるし、気をつけていきたい。
Oh, is there anything you want to tell the audience about idol culture?
いやー、いっぱいあると思うんですけど、なんかアイドルって今すごいいろんな種類ジャンルのアイドルがたくさん今いっぱいいるんですよ。だから、私みたいにバラードを歌いながらたまにその前の活動してた時のグループの曲歌いながら踊ってっていうのもアイドルの一部にもなるし、すごい可愛いアイドルもいればかっこいいアイドルもいればすごいロックな感じのもいればで、なんかたくさんあるから、その中でその自分の好みのジャンルのアイドルを探すので楽しい気がする。で、推しを見つけてほしい。いやー、お時間もあっという間でね、出ちゃうと20分って結構意外とあっという間なんですよね。
And I've been to many shows, thousands at this point. I've never seen a fan really act inappropriately because just like what happened with me, I went to go hug that girl, I almost got beat up. I mean, there was like fans ready to crush me. And they didn't care that I didn't know the rules. Yeah. But everybody knows the rules. Everybody that goes to these shows, again, that's not the point of being with these girls. Like, you'll get in trouble. You won't be allowed to go to shows. When you enter a venue, you cease to be whoever you were on the outside. If you were a doctor or a housewife or a college student, you're not anymore. You're an idol fan. And as soon as you don that role, then you act accordingly. Because in Japan, everything's about roles. Everything.
And now for the final act, Miho.
Konbanwa. 察してください。今日はこの声なので察してください。
その声もいいよ。
ありがとう。アルトさん、いつでも流してください。じゃあちょっとおかしいらしい。ヤッホー。Hello everybody. My name is Miho. Every time, thank you so much. はい、以上で終わります。みんな察してくれてありがとう。バイバイ。そう、みんなも気をつけて。ゲットブルース。
That's so cute.
What did you guys think?
That was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Pretty cool, man.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
difference between like a concert and like an idol show. Like this is, I can tell the difference.
Yeah, it actually is a lot more about the emotional connection side of things than it is actually the, I guess, like a regular concert you just go, but pretty much for the music and the vibes. So the whole Groupon thing is actually happening right behind me right now. But Derek actually asked me to not film it because it's actually a more, I guess, how do you say, intimate time between the fan and the idol. So it's actually more respectful if we don't film it. I'm gonna ask a few of them if we can, just so we can get some footage for you guys. But the basic idea is just that they're kind of just taking pictures and talking or having a conversation, which I think is like the side of the idol culture where you can actually interact with that idol, you know, like it's really wholesome, honestly. It's like Ivan said, something that's very different from a regular concert, or you know, it's, I don't know, I think it's really wholesome. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below, and I'm just gonna spend some time and go talk and meet with some of them over there. This is kind of what I meant earlier, where in this Cheki moment, you can actually talk to and interact with the artist that was on stage. If you're telling me I could pay a few bucks to talk to my favorite artist after a show, I mean, the choice is obvious. I think it's really cool.
You'd actually get
Okay. Alright, going the full idol experience here, and so we're gonna get a Cheki with Miho.
Yeah, pose.
I'm happy today. 嬉しい。Do you speak Japanese?
ちょっと。日本語を話せる。
話せてます。
これ勉強。
勉強。
日本語。
I understand. Your friend, Japanese friend,
Yes.
talking.
Teach. Teach us English a little bit. Teach us Japanese.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you.
Oh, you ordered in English. I want to sing. I want to sing forever.
Oh,
That's so adorable.
so cute.
Guys, honestly, this whole idol culture thing, I mean, I don't know what y'all's thoughts on it, but the one word that I come up with constantly is just wholesome. Like, it really is just really wholesome. So that was idol culture here in Japan. At first, it felt over the top crazy, but the more I saw, the more I understood. This isn't just entertainment. For the lonely, it's connection. For Japan's overworked, it's an escape. It fits a society where emotions often stay bottled up. Here, they can scream, cheer, and, well, feel together. It's not just a show, it's a release, a reason to keep going, because in the end, we're all just looking for something, or someone, to believe in.
Yeah, I saw your video and thought, like, you know, this is a guy who I think might be very curious to know about the world that I'm in. And yeah, I was surprised you replied back. A lot of the YouTuber types, they don't do that. So I was really impressed with that, man.